In this evolving landscape of the 25-26 campaign, the pairing of Mbeumo and Cunha has emerged as the cornerstone of Ruben Amorim's 3-4-3 system. Both signed in the summer. Both have taken the next step in their evolution as top Premier League players. And the duo's already notched 6 combined goal involvements in the opening 9 Premier League matches. They've given us dynamism, they've given us lethality, they've given us creativity, and perhaps just as importantly, they've got the crowd on their feet. The synergy isn't just statistical. It's been a recruitment masterclass in complementary profiles that potentially even amplify each other's strengths. They're not mirror images of each other. They're totally asymmetric in terms of what they bring. And that creates a fluidity to the attack that's both relentless, ruthlessly efficient, and a joy to watch, which I think is such an underrated part of what makes them such a good pairing. So in this video, I'm going to break down both the individual brilliance, the stylistic differences, and the alignment with Ruben Amorim's philosophy. So the first thing, they're proven goal scorers. Both players arrived at United with proven credentials in the Premier League from the previous season. Mbeumo exploded at Brentford, finishing the season with 20 goals and 8 assists in 38 Premier League appearances, earning him a well-deserved place in the conversation alongside the league's elite goal scorers. But Cunha wasn't much different. He got 15 goals and 6 assists in 33 Premier League games. They were consistently scoring and assisting in the top flight of English football, making them safe picks for United to target. But no one could have anticipated just how impactful and instant their taken to Old Trafford would have been, though. Their ability to turn a half chance into a goal, their ability to make opposition defences worry, they have shown an absolute abundance of impact. They have the bottle to be successful Manchester United players, and there's so much more to their brilliance. Now, they offer something completely different to each other, which I think is one of the most exciting things about it, actually. But what they do well together, the thing that they both do is impact. Now, if we look at Mbeumo, the things that stand out with Mbeumo, blistering pace, precision. He thrives as a wide forward that likes to stretch defences horizontally and vertically. He's had 130 progressive carries and 11 take-ons in last season while he was at Brentford. That made him an absolute nightmare for fullbacks. And that efficiency has carried over to Old Trafford. We are seeing him cut inside onto his left foot to unleash curled finishes or powerful, low-driven crosses. And he's added verticality. He's averaging 1.85 key passes per 90, as well as a pressing edge as well. He triggers high turnovers with really intelligent off-the-ball movement, and he's got 49 tackles. 60% win. In short, Mbeumo brings spark. He drags defenders wide, or deep in the case of Van Dijk. He gets in behind, he creates overloads, and he finishes with ice-cold efficiency, regularly turning half chances into dangerous ones. Now, Cunha, by contrast, was a little bit slower to the scoring and the assisting game, but he's really integrated into United's spine with ease, and his first goal was only recently, but his contributions were felt long before that. He is a bully in possession and out. He takes no prisoners with his dribbling. He's got an aggression to his flair, which I thought might have left the game, to be honest with you. He completes 2.13 take-ons per 90, whilst also delivering 1.27 tackles per 90. He is not a prima donna. He is not a flair player. He is not a luxury player. He's a fucking animal. And there's very few players that are going to get you out of your seat like Cunha. He has taken unpredictability to the next level, and he's given United a completely new threat. He is the embodiment of a maverick. He might be the best Brazilian we've ever had at Manchester United. He's become an initiator, a facilitator. Rapid central counterattacks happen through him. He can thread the needle for runners like Mbeumo or Sesko. He can drop back and recycle possession, but he's so intelligent with it. His presence has been the glue between midfield and attack, and the game IQ is absolutely quality. He knows when to draw a foul. He's in no danger of losing this ball, but he'll slow down, get his body across the defender, and force them to foul him. Take the sting out of the game. He knows when he's got cramp and he needs to go down a little bit. He's not really been putting a foot wrong. I'm absolutely in love with watching him play. And from one of the first moments in a United shirt, the Arsenal game, first game of the season, ball comes to him, back heel flick around the corner. And he's not slowed down. Even though he hadn't scored, hadn't assisted, he's still delivering that sort of output with confidence. Chest up, chin up, ballsy, confident, quality, flair. I absolutely love it. We've got to remember that football is an entertainment sport. And the entertainments of, look, no one will care if you're winning. But you're not going to fall in love with a team that's ruthlessly boring and efficient. You fall in love with Mavericks. And you fall in love with Mavericks like Cunha. There's going to be 6 and 7-year-old boys and girls in the crowd at Old Trafford watching him do the sort of things that my generation was watching Cantona do. And just being like, wow. And that's what this game's all about. Now, even though both are hybrid, they're versatile, I think the contrast of what they bring is deliberate. And Mbeumo is an assassin. Left foot, 5 foot, not a lot. Explosive. The right flank and a half space are his home. He's got a Velcro first touch. Back to goal, turns the corner, gets moving forward, knows exactly where the defenders are. He's all about end product. Relentless in transition, impact over build-up. And his game is quite reactive, actually. He's in transition, one-touch finishes, exploiting weaknesses and width. Cunha, he's the hub. He wants to get on the ball. He's a bit taller, a bit more right-footed. He's very combative. And he likes to sort of operate centrally. Likes to get on the ball and create chances. And there's probably a little bit of guile and vision over like pure sort of speed that you get with Mbeumo. But Cunha's proactive. He wants the ball, wants it under pressure, gets away from markers, dictates the tempo, and he's got an all-roundedness that's something that's quite admirable. No defender wants to stay tight to him because he can drop a back heel off you, he can nutmeg you, he can roll you, he's going to make you look a dick. And I love that about him. If you back off him, he will pull the trigger. He loves a long-range shot. He's got the vision to spread it wide. And since the start of last season, he scored 7 times from outside the box. He loves a long ranger. But what elevates both of these is the combination of these players. Their interplay is getting better by the week, and it is poetry in motion. It's throwback. It's York and Cole-esque. Those diagonal darts forward from Mbeumo, in sync with Cunha's pivots. It's absolutely exploiting what defenses are going to do. And when Mbeumo drifts inside, gets closer to Sesko, it leaves a big gap open for Amad. And you as a defender have got to go, do I go and cover the possibility of this ball going to Amad? Or do I make sure it doesn't go to Mbeumo? If they miss Mbeumo and it goes to Amad, I'm going to have to go out there and press Amad, and then they're going to drop it off on the inside, and then Mbeumo might have that extra yard that he needs to open the gap. That's what you want. Multiple threats when you go forward. And it looks like defenders are not coping. You get tight to Mbeumo, Cunha exploits the space. You're seeing progressive carries and passes from Cunha, 3.69 per 90, 5.19 per 90. You get tight to Cunha, and Mbeumo's going to give you an onslaught of runs into the box, uncontested, because you can't mark all of them. And then when you've got the ball, both of them are going to pressure. They're both in the top quarter in terms of forcing high turnovers, turning United into one of the transitional predators in the league. And they make it look and sound so easy. Why couldn't anybody else do this? Why couldn't our team last season do what them two do? But they don't, or they couldn't. Amorim's 3-4-3 thrives on central progressions from the back three through to those number 10s. And it gets augmented by high pressing and then using the wing backs to add width to it. And Cunha and Mbeumo deliver within that system. The core demands quick vertical passing and aggression in and out of possession. Vertical forwards that are versatile, that press, that rotate. And Mbeumo embodies that sort of wide spearhead dynamo. Cunha comes drifting in as an extra playmaker. They both can receive the ball, they both carry the ball, and they can both punish. And the coordination between the two of them is fantastic. And the differences in their game fills in for gaps. Mbeumo's wide counters, he gets away from the central congestion where Cunha wants to go and work, and Cunha's link up floods that centre, and you find Mbeumo out in space. The result is, and continues to be, goals. All United had to do was fix our transition going backwards, and it looks like we've done that. And I'm excited, man. These two have got me enjoying football again. New goalkeepers stopping it going in at the other end. We're not as vulnerable in the transition going backwards, and we are fucking lethal going the other way. Don't fuck up this weekend, please. I want to be talking about 4 in a row come Saturday afternoon. Let me know your thoughts on these two anyway. Masterstroke signing 2 Premier League proven players like this. Masterstroke. The settling in period has been non-existent. And I love it. See you in the next one. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.